革新のカーボンベゼル。Bluetooth 搭載 G-SHOCK カシオ。The brightness called brilliant, blinding and vivid. Valentine.
雨の日の運転って心配ですよね。
いざという時によりちゃんと止まれるタイヤといえば
横浜タイヤでしょ。
晴れの日の約4倍も事故が多い雨の運転。横浜タイヤならより安心。
タイヤは雨で選ぼう。横浜タイヤ。
追い求めれば求めるほど遠ざかる時もある。でも理想に追いつけるのは自分だけだ。池江璃花子は横浜ゴムと世界に挑戦する。限界はない。行くぞ横浜。
MID ホイール Are you ready everybody MID ホイールダンディームーディー MID ホイールキャンディーフレンディーホイールは MID
究極の静かさと安全性。オンロードオフロード、世界中で活躍するケンダ。その信頼を支える静音性、安定性と対摩耗性。世界が認めた技術と信頼を街乗りで高品質と納得の価格、タイヤのポテンシャルをあなたに。ケンダ。
Ultimate lubricant. Mortis.
What's up, guys? It's Freddy Gospo, and I use RSR suspension on all my drift cars. I love RSR. Iyo RSR Ichiban.
Made in Japan. Breed.
In a world of extremes, this is where they're refined. The real deal. Cusco.
伝統と革新、小倉クラッチのテクノロジーを凝縮。チャンピオンを取るためのクラッチ、小倉レーシングクラッチ ORC。
From an early age, we race. It's part of who we are. It's in our DNA. For some, the need to keep pushing fuels our lives. At VP Racing, we pour everything we have into creating the industry's best products. For those who put it all on the line, whether it's the track or the trail or wherever you race, they say you can't win them all, but you can sure as hell try. VP Racing. Win every race.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, everyone, or good time zone, depending on where you're watching from. This is Lucio, aka Italian in Japan, and Josh. And we're here with you from Fuji International Speedway for the completion of FDJ 1 first round. We're going to be looking at the top 32 and the top 16 in the afternoon, and then finally the winner of the first round. Right now Yukio is looking really, really good, but he's not the only one that has scored in the high 90s, so today should be a really, really interesting competition.
Yeah, they just finished their practice runs. Track's already set up. Looks like they're going to be coming into the burnout boxes in the next couple of minutes. Weather is beautiful. There's a little bit chilly wind, but there's sun on the track, so it should be fast, it should be smoky, it should be fun.
Yep, this is the first day of sun that we've had since Thursday, so I would say that the elements blessed FDJ1 this time around. We're gonna have almost perfect weather. If nothing else, the wind is blowing straight into our faces and that of the spectators down there, so we're gonna get a lot of smoke up in here for sure, for sure.
That's our Japanese MC.
And remember, guys, hashtag FDJ. Or if you're in the joke, you were here yesterday, you know what other hashtags to drop. What other hashtags to drop. Not just that, on top of.
I'll tell you what, you can't ask for better conditions.
Yeah, no, this is good. This is good. It's going to be all about the race. There is not going to be any other determining factors, or at least it doesn't look like there's going to be any determining factors from the weather or anything else. Oh, look, that's us. And that's Josh. The Josh.
So how you guys doing today?
Thank you for tuning in. There's already 1,000 people up in here. Let's go, guys.
So you guys have any guesses on who's going to pull out some upsets and some wins today?
We're seeing Fausto's winning run from yesterday.
It's great. He's on throttle the whole time.
Oh yeah.
Deep in his zone one, swinging around, deep in his zone two. Hits the inner clip perfectly, and then swings it on out to
yeah,
zone three.
That's it. I mean, that's a run right there. That's a run right there. I was talking to him.
皆さんおはようございます。ユキオファーストです。昨日ですね、単走優勝できまして、で今日は追走練習が今から始まるので、もう本当に気持ちがいっぱいなので、昨日のままの気持ちで今日練習走って追走もファイナルまでいて優勝したいと思います。もうパーフェクトウィンが取りたいので、皆さんのおかげでスポンサーさんとファンの人たちのおかげで力がかけて今日も優勝したいと思います。よろしくお願いします。
So he said he was glad he had a great run yesterday. He's looking to get more great runs today. He's hoping for a perfect win, and he's doing it for his friends, his family, his followers, and his sponsors.
Yep. And I was talking to him yesterday off camera, just chilling, and he's like, yeah, I cannot do better than that. But I think that he knows that he can match that and even perfect it if he stays focused enough. You see the wind there? Like, it's blowing straight into our direction. That is a nasty, scary wind for us, but it's perfect for the track conditions, and the weather in general is really, really merciful today.
Yeah, the smoke should clear off pretty nicely between runs.
Yeah, for sure. It is going to make things a little bit harder for us to see from here. But then again, there's going to be a lot of smoke regardless.
Yeah, especially with the sun on the track.
Oh, yeah.
It should be nice and gripped up. like I said, a lot of the practice runs, very, very good.
Yeah, it was really great. And then again, guys, this is FDJ1, and this is the top 32 of FDJ1. So we have some really, really good drivers, some really, really good cars on a very, very nice track with very good conditions. So today we're gonna see some real high-speed chases left and right.
So the only issue we had this morning in practice is Oet and his FD. It stalled on track.
Oh.
They had to tow it off. Hopefully they get that sorted before his runs.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's in the right bracket, so he should have plenty of time. I think there's...
Oh yeah, I see him. He's yeah, it's gonna take some time before we get there, so
Yeah,
he should have time. Yeah.
He's the 12th car up.
Yeah.
Give or take. So hopefully they get plenty of time to get that sorted. Because I just love hearing the rotaries.
Is this the premier competition or like a prospect type deal? Well, this is one of the premier competitions when it comes to drifting in Japan for sure.
This particular one is from top 32 to
Yes.
breaking it down to top 16. And then after lunch, we're going to be finishing out 16 to 1.
Indeed. It's going to be fun. We have a lot of drivers here participating, and a lot of them performed really, really well yesterday. And we had quite a few 90-plus scores.
They're talking about how today is going to be even more smoke than yesterday.
Definitely a lot more smoke. So that's going to definitely challenge the judges and yours truly and Josh. But I mean, it's a minor thing, because more smoke means more power, baby. And yes, that's a quote.
Oh, Daniel Mesmer, he wasn't able to make round 1 this time. He's still working on his car. Hopefully he'll be out for round 2. Looks like the drivers are pulling up to the burnout boxes. Pretty soon that they'll let him in, get everything warmed up.
Yeah, I saw them lining up right there. Samit did not make the top 32. We're not going to be seeing him today. Jake Jones is in. I think Samit ended up with 65 on his first run.
Yeah, he just missed it.
Yeah. More power, baby.
A nice slow drone footage. Zone 1 to zone 2. Oh, dude, this looks so far in the drone.
Yeah, I mean, those lines, I don't even know why they painted them, to be honest, because it's going to take about half a run for them to absolutely disappear.
And then from zone 2, you have the inner clip. And then you're bringing it out to zone 3 with a beautiful shot of Fuji.
Beautiful. Yeah, today Fuji is also nice and clear.
So if you hit the inner clip nice and good, oh yeah, beautiful shot of Fuji.
You might have it, yeah. Those photographers down there, like right by the inner clip, there is an angle there when the car is looking right at you with Fuji in the background. Really, really nice. Hashtag FDJ. Let me see if you were here yesterday, guys. Drop the hashtag that we came up with yesterday.
Man, I'll tell you what, judges have some fun.
Yeah, they do. They do.
But it's about to get serious for them.
Yeah. It's going to be seriously hard, too.
Yeah, with all the great lead runs yesterday and the great practices today, like it's going to be tough.
I mean, this is FDJ1. It doesn't get much higher than this in terms of skill and in terms of cars, in terms of everything. Conditions are nice, and the track is a really fast one. And though it may seem simple to look at because, you know, it's a pretty long straight, a very wide turn, that transition between the outer zone 2 and the inner clip going then into zone 3, that's actually way more complex than it would look like. And everything is really set up from zone 1. Even a small mistake like going too deep into zone 1 and collect a little too much of that soil back there beyond the zebra and carry it over is going to potentially mess up your whole run. There is a lot of attention that needs to be paid, and remember guys, we're still working with 1 tire, 2 tires and 3 tires out rule. So 1 and 2 tires out are going to deduct points, 3 tires out is 0. And here we see the first cars aligning, and first goes Yukio with Kazuyuki Tomite. And Yukio is the leading scorer from yesterday with 95, if I remember correctly. And yes, Phoenix was there yesterday. Here they go, and the excitement begins. We have these S15 and the JZX100 driven by Yukio Fausto and Kazuyuki Tomite.
Yeah, Fausto with Mini GT with Liberty Walk, and Tomite with Shuchum G-Master Cleve Racing.
And away they go. Fausto's leading. Quite a bit of speed, and I am seeing here Tomite left behind quite a bit. Fausto draws a very nice line and touches the cliff from zone 1 and 2 and zone 3, nice and clean, and Tomite is in a whole other time zone. Seemed like a really good run for Yukio. Tomite could have been closer and tighter and at a better angle.
He could have got a little deeper in zone 1, but which would leak a little bit deeper in zone 2, but in eclipse, zone 3 looked really nice.
And there you go, that shot right there with Fuji-san or Mount Fuji in the background.
Then the long, slow drive back.
Yep, and the smoke is coming. Oh, actually, the wind changed a little bit, so now it's missing us just by a little bit. And here they go, passing by as they go back to the start point to switch position.
Again, beautiful cars.
Yes, they are really beautiful.
So one of the issues we ran into yesterday was that center line there. If you're in the lead, you're not allowed to initiate across that line on the inside of it. We had some good runs that were nullified.
Yeah, yeah. Just a small mistake sometimes can cost you a whole lot, guys.
And switching positions.
Very good run by Fausto. Not perfect. Oh, our friend the Hawk was about to steal some food. And here they go with a switch position. This time is Tomite leading and Fausto chasing. And here they go with very good speed in zone 1. Very nice line from Tomite, and then he misses zone 2 completely, but does get into the inner clip. And in the outer area, definitely from my standpoint, a better chase run by Yukio than Tomite did in the other run. And it was a good line out of zone 1. He lost quite a bit of everything going into zone 2, tried to recover in the clip, and then zone 3, but Fausto stayed on his tail. Not as close as you would like, but then again, it was not a perfect run from the lead, so it kind of makes things a little bit more complex.
Yeah, not an ideal lead run. Just needs to take more angle into 2.
Indeed.
To be able to hit the back of the zone.
Hello, hello. Yeah, Robbie is not going to be with us, but he is with us in spirit. And yes, we are filling some pretty gigantic shoes. But for the time being, the people who are going to be commentating, the Josh and myself, Lucio, aka Italian in Japan. And we hope to do the best we can. But yeah, I don't want to compare myself to Robbie, dude.
It's big shoes.
Robbie's
big
the
shoes.
freaking man. And here is the judgment. Judge 1 goes for Fausto, Judge 2 goes for Fausto, and Judge 3 goes for Fausto, and Fausto moves on to the top 16. I myself, in fact, don't know whether I'm going to be sticking around commentating, although I will do my absolute best to do so. However, the Josh is definitely going to be here, and you could not be in better hands.
Yeah, unfortunately, you guys might be stuck with me for at least this season. Maybe the next 10 or 20 or 30 or who knows.
Yeah. And Robbie, don't think we'll be back for the next round or any round after that for the time being, but things may change, you never know. Oh yeah, Jabov, I appreciate you. But no, I'm not too worried about these. No, for me, like, the only concern is the schedule. But here we go with more important stuff, and Pop and Jake Jones, with Pop leading.
Pops out with a nice entry into zone 1. Good clean cut into zone 2. A little deep. Quick. Nice into 3.
And Jake had a very nice chase until almost the very end, when he gained a little too much gap right before and during zone 3. Here we see that Pop is keeping a nice line and angle, touches all the zones.
And do you think Jake misshifted or something happened after the in clip? Because it slowed down a lot.
He did slow down a lot here. I don't see that there was any issue, rather than maybe he tried to gain a little too much angle in the in clip and then completely lost it, almost straightened up going into zone 3. But I didn't really see any kind of hiccup that makes me think of an actual issue.
He just didn't have the smoke out of the inner clip like I was expecting from the normal Jake Jones run. Because it's very rare when you see drift squid with no smoke.
Yeah, it's true.
I mean, but pretty soon we'll see his lead run, which is, I'm expecting to be a lot smokier.
Well, it's gonna come. Remember that the first rounds are always a little bit more timid.
Yeah, and when you're chasing, you have to match their speed.
That's right. Hey, I cannot guarantee we're not gonna scream. I do get excited. I'm a fan first and foremost.
Pulling back to the line. Jake Jones, Drift Squid, and Pop with Nixer and Drive to Drift Academy. Ready for run 2.
And away they go. Inverted position, Jones is leading. Nice speed coming in, but Pop is definitely on his tail. Good line and good zones. Pop is keeping it very close, but it's a little bit on the cliff. Oof. Jones loses it there a little bit, and he's in a very similar position from where he lost it earlier when he was chasing.
So there may have been contact. Let's see as they're coming on here.
He straightens right at the clip right there. Here.
It looks like he front wheel might have hit Drift Squid's back left.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. It's, maybe you can see it better from here.
Even from the drone, I couldn't really see it.
Yeah, it's hard to tell. But the judges are going frame by frame.
We'll figure it out. If they have to go frame by frame, they will. Yesterday, as you remember, at the end of FDJ 2, the very last run of FDJ 2, we spent a good 15 minutes. They did.
What's your favorite camera?
Oh, hello. This is the VHS only camera from 1992 here at Fuji Speedway. Oh boy, they brought it back. Now I have to come up with another at least 30 names for this camera.
Only 15 more? Or 13 or 14
well, no,
more,
we
yeah.
have the top 16 too, so that's like 8 battles there.
Can you recycle?
I don't know. I'll try not to recycle, but if I have to, I will.
Yeah, they're still trying to see if there's contact. They're on replay 18, I think.
Oh, security bank cam was good. I should have thought about that. Now you see, I can't use it now.
Well, you're in trouble. If everybody that posts what an alternate name for this cam is, then
security bank was good. That's objectively really, really good. True 90s drift experience. You see, if you give it to the chat a little bit, they will find ways to be even more funny than you can ever be. We're still waiting for the judgment, but it's coming up right now. And here we have Jones versus Pop. Judge 1 goes for Jones. Judge 2 goes for Jones. And Judge 3 goes for Jones. The run goes to Jones, who moves forward to the top 16 and will face Fausto later.
And the judges told me that there was contact.
There was contact, yes. That contact cost them, because aside from the contact and up until the contact, I do believe that Pop was having a altogether better run than Jake was, both in lead and chase. However, it is what it is, and we're moving on right now to number 37, Koichi Yamashita, and number 888, Jamakan, respectively, E92 and GR86, unless they switched cars since yesterday.
Oh, I think they're just showing a replay right now of the possible.
Yeah, the possible contact.
Oh, no, the other lead run for Pop. Hey, it looks like the wind may have died down a little bit.
If you ask nice enough, we're going to do polls from the top 16 as well.
Yamashita with TMS Racing 5x5 tires, and Jamakan with Freestyle, Lauda, and Kenda.
And Yamashita is in the lead position with his E92. Nice line on zone 1 and zone 2, but Jamakan is on his tail and does not lose them after the clip, and taking zone 3 loses just a little bit of space if you want to really nitpick, but altogether it was a very nice lead run and a very nice chase run by Yamashita and Jamakan.
Feels zone 1 nicely. Zone 2. A little deep in inner clip, but zone 3 run the whole thing.
Yep. And he was slightly shallow in zone 2, but then again, I'm nitpicking here. There was a very good chase by Jamakan as well. A little bit more angle and a little bit more mirroring there would have been ideal, but altogether he did really, really well.
Jamakan was just fighting to catch up.
Yeah, he was. He stayed on Yamashita long enough, but right after the clip is where most people seem to have issues, and it's a very hard chase right after. I mean, during the transition from 2 to the clip and then into 3. And yeah, he was a little short, like somebody in the chat noted, but I still maintain, according to me, it was altogether a not too bad of a chase run, not too easy to replicate either.
A lot of times you have to, in order to try and catch up, you have to cut angle to try and get a little bit more speed. But it's tricky with the inner clip. If you're cutting speed, if you're cutting angle to get speed, you have a high chance of washing out going into zone 3.
And that's likely what kind of happened to Jamakan. Now inverted position, and we have the 86 driven by Jamakan leading, and Yamashita chasing in his green livery.
Jamakan coming around nice and smooth.
Good speed, very shallow in zone 1 and very kind of short in zone 2. That is a lot of clip in the inner clip, and zone 3 goes relatively smoothly. It was a hard run to chase, I would say. What do you think, Josh? Here?
I mean, it's really tough, especially if you're trying to keep the same line.
Yeah.
Because he leaves too early and dives straight into the grass.
And not gonna lie, Yamashita did not care and stayed on Jamakan's tail. You want to go off track? I'll go off track. And they went on a walk here. But yeah, still, I think that the lead run was imperfect, I would say, and could have been significantly better.
Definitely difficult to chase.
Yeah, but Yamashita, given how difficult that chase was, I think did a really good job. I would say that he was chaseable, but he was barely chaseable. He could have been unchaseable, but not. It wasn't that bad, but he did attack the curb. Yeah, he was. Like, they really definitely went for a picnic out there. Let's see the judgment. He was pretty fast. So Jamakan versus Yamashita. Yamashita gets Judge 1 and Judge 2, and Judge 3 goes for Yamashita as well, who moves on to the round of 16, waving Jamakan bye-bye.
The TMS race queen is super happy.
Yeah, she seems very excited by how the race went, and why wouldn't she?
And we put out the win. Can't complain anything about that.
Yeah, the win also is actually very nice. Yeah, you know, we good. I mean, today's a good day.
Okay, next up we have car 77, Kusuba with Team Cusco Racing, and Oyu with Team Kazama. Coming around very nicely. Looks like we're nice and deep in the zone 1. Swinging around. Nice through zone 2. Inner clip really nice. And bringing it on out. Halfway through zone 2.
Kusaba did a really good lead, and I gotta say, Oyu chased nicely as well. Let's see the replay real quick. Here they are moving like one. Nice lead, nice chase, both of them on the clip. But there is a little bit of gap here, but other than that, he stayed pretty close to the lead.
I think he just let a little bit too much angle after zone 2, and that affected the proximity between the in clip and zone 3.
That seems to be pretty common as an issue for a lot of drivers that go through that transition.
But yeah, overall, a very, very good run, both lead and chase.
This one is going to be a tough goal if they manage to replicate a similar performance in the inverted positions.
Just beautiful cars. I don't. But that being said, like, I don't know.
I mean, how? What? Okay, let's put it this way.
I don't know. I've seen
what cars are they not beautiful?
I know, right?
In the list today.
Team Kazama, just watching the pit cameras.
These 86
hoping for the best. Just a little bit of carbon on that one.
A little bit of carbon. But again, I'm a sucker for carbon. Oh, look at that little tiny shine right there.
Yeah.
That's anime-like. And away they go. Kusaba. So yeah, Kusaba versus Oyu.
Oyu's leading.
And Oyu leading in the carbon fiber 86. Good line on the 1 and on the 2. Very nice switch. But the chase stays on him through the clip and through zone 3. That was a good run for the lead. That was a really good run for the chase. Let's look at the replay here as As Oyu's 86 goes through a very good lead run, and
he's just pouring on the power, hitting each zone deep.
Kusaba does not allow Oyu to leave him behind. Black and white 86 is going at it, and definitely good angle, good proximity.
It is going to be tough for the judges.
That was good. That was good. I mean, I am inclined towards one of the two, but this was really good. What do you guys think? Who is going to get this one?
Yeah, this is definitely a tough call.
Yeah, this was a very good run by both drivers in both lead and chase. Really exciting. And here we go. Now we can see. You know that the runs were really good when they put them next to one another. Look at that. Look at very nice chases up until here, almost perfect for both of them. And then here, there's a little bit more gap in run one during the chase. And run two, the chase stays glued.
I mean, both cars great into zone one.
Absolutely, yeah.
Zone two, OU was a little deeper. Inner clips both good, and they're both out.
Yeah, I mean, the two 86s were tied by a thread in the second run, moving in unison almost through and through.
That's tricky, like it's.
And here's the PlayStation 1 camera, and almost ready for the judgment.
You had a camera with your PlayStation 1?
I didn't have a PlayStation 1. I grew up poor. But my friend did.
It reminds me of the old handheld Game Boy graphics.
Yeah.
Like, it makes me wonder where this camera's from. Because they're like over there, yeah? So is this like drone footage from the moon?
From the moon, yeah. Drone footage from the second moon of Jupiter. And here we go with Judge 1 rolling one more time. Judge 2 going for Kusaba, and Judge 3 for one more time. Wow.
Oh, that was close.
Holy, that was close. Holy.
Our first one more time of the day.
The first one more time of the day, and the first non-unanimous one more time of the whole round one of both FDJ 1 and 2.
Up next, lead position, we got Hokuto Matsuyama with Cusco Racing, and in the chase, Connor Dia with Fat 5 Racing.
Let's go.
That's the safety car that you love so much.
Indeed, I love that, because it was supposed to be a Corolla, but it is not a Corolla, and instead we use a safety car, which has got to be the baddest ass car in the race right now. And the safety car abandoned safety, and it goes fast into zone 1 and zone 2 as 15, chasing pretty tight. Both of them good on the clip, and now going into zone 3. Safety car follows a nice line, and I could not see Ja in the S15 because of the smoke, so I don't know whether
beautiful through one.
They maintain the proximity. Here I see that, yeah, there is a little bit of separation, but not that much actually, and Ja gets back into zone 3 after losing just a little bit of space from the clip. A very good lead run, very good chase run. This is going to be fun.
Nice and deep in zone 3. That's
yeah.
What I like to see. I feel like I can almost see the color from the zebras now.
Yeah, you can.
But not for long. Now they're going to be switching positions with Connor Zia leading. And Hokuto Matsuyama in the chase.
Yep, and the safety car actually, like the driver, Hokuto, has one of my favorite names because I'm a big anime and manga nerd, and I grew up with an anime. that is very closely related to the name Hokuto. I don't know how many of you are nerdy / old enough to know what I'm talking about.
They're showing OU driving into the pits, getting ready for his one more time, which probably be in what, 2-3 more?
I guess so, yeah. I think they're gonna finish the whole column here.
Lining up, thumbs up.
Inverted position right now. It's going to be Jazz S15 leading, and Matsuyama's A90 safety car following, chasing. And here we go. The S15 is now jogging around. It goes really fast into zone 1 and zone 2. Nice and deep. Leads the safety car behind into the cliff and goes into zone 3 deep, followed in not so close proximity by Matsuyama.
Yeah, Connor out nice and super fast. I didn't look like he was shaving off any angle.
Here is where Matsuyama made a mistake. Went very deep into zone 1 and then slowed way down going to zone 2. And then from the clip lost even more. And by the time he finished the run, Ja was back in the pits.
Back in the pits. I like that one. I think they upgraded the graphics. I think we're almost Nintendo 64.
I don't know, man. It's just they changed the angle. So right now, I would give it a Game Boy camera look. But the new one, the new Game Boy.
The DS Lite.
Yeah.
Because I know you're not talking about a Switch.
Yeah, here I can see how Matsuyama went way out, and maybe that little bit of dirt that he collected could have cost him way more. Small mistake.
It's crazy, just a little mistake here and there is a big difference.
Yeah, indeed.
The judges are still looking at replays, trying
Here we go with the Mars rover camera
to make their final decision.
Mount Fuji with a proper camera. Just use this one for the cars.
Track's still holding up in good condition.
Run 1 and run 2 side to side, and we can see that both lead runs were pretty clean. Nice touch on the zones and in the clip, and then a nice exit from zone 3. The chase run quite a bit of distance between in round 2 between the lead and the chase. Surely could have been done a little bit better, but let's see what the judges say.
Yeah,
as we admire the first 1886 camera. Yeah,
I think it was just the zone 1 entrance. I mean, that set him up for essentially a slow bad line.
But see, they definitely do read the chat. I don't know whether this year or later, but yeah, we do read the chat. If there is something relevant, we will respond.
They're still trying to decide. Okay, I see some of the votes are locked in.
So it doesn't seem to be a very easy call for the judges, but we should be pretty close to getting a judgment. Robbie is not here. He's gonna be involved in other endeavors, but he is with us in spirit and a personal manner of ours. And here we go with the judgment. Judge 1 goes for Cha. Judge 2 goes for Ja, and Judge 3 also goes for Connor Ja, who moves on to the next round, the best of 16, leaving Hokuto behind.
I think this is our first upset of the day, with Connor coming in at 29 and Matsuyama coming in at 4.
Next one up is Hanawa and Ryuma. The only, as I remember correctly, Z4 in the competition, and not the only JZX100.
Hanawa with DGR Racing with Good Ride, and
Nice
Yuma
and deep
with
in
Team
zone
Orange
1.
Junior.
It goes a little shallow in zone 2, and a little shallow on the cliff. And full zone 3, and the chase stays on their tail. However, I think this was one of the slower runs of the day, don't you think?
Yeah, it just didn't seem like Hanawa just had as much speed as he was able to. But he had plenty of angle.
He definitely did.
Everything good.
Chase stayed very tight. Look here into especially zone 3. Then again, it could also be that what I believe being lack of speed from Hanawa could have made the chase a little bit easier, because Hanawa was maintaining a good angle, was maintaining a good line. So in that sense, very chaseable run.
The DGR and
slightly slower than
Mr. DIY and Team Orange Race Queen. But I felt like Yuma was essentially pushing him around the track.
Yeah.
Just give him a little boost here and there.
Ryuma definitely did a good chase, but let's see how the thing goes.
Now it's time to see Yuma taking the lead run. And Hanawa is going to be chasing. Pulling up to the line. Thumbs up. Thumbs up. And we're on the light.
Yeah, definitely a good argument there. He wasn't very fast, but he was in fact consistent. Let's see now how Ryuma interprets this lead run and how Hanawa responds to it. Here they go. I do see a little bit more speed from Ryuma, and very deep in zone 1 and a good zone 2. Very nice touch on the clip and leaves behind the chase car going into zone 3. Hanawa had a very good proximity for zone 1, zone 2, and lost a little bit on the clip and lost a whole lot going into zone 3.
It definitely really deep into zone 1, nice into zone 2.
And like here came trouble for Hanawa.
I think Hanawa right around zone 2 was approaching really fast, catching up, and then once he hit his brakes, he was having trouble catching up again.
Yeah, yeah.
And then that washed him out for zone 3. I'm pretty sure the judges have locked in now.
Yes, they have.
The
chat is
GR
calling
Racing.
Ryuma. Let's see what the judges think about it. Oh yeah, Tyler, he's a hell of a driver. Then again, a lot of these guys, if not all of them, are hell of a drivers. And here we go. Judge 1 goes for Ryuma. Judge 2 goes for Ryuma. Judge 3 goes for Ryuma as well. And Ryuma moves on, and Akihiro Hanawa goes home early.
The Team Orange Race Queen, super happy right now. Next up on the line, we
Hiroya Minowa and Jin Horino. Hiroya, one of the crowd favorites.
With Cusco Racing and Jin Horino with TSA Motorsports Toyo tires.
starts nice and wide, gains a lot of speed going into zone 1, very deep into zone 1, and zone 2, the chase kind of went on a different line. Horino decided to take a different path, but Minowa maintained a good line towards the clip and zone 3. Here we have the replay of the first zone where something went weirdly for Horino.
It looks like he gripped up before he got to zone 1.
He definitely did. Minowa went on with the run, pretty much solo for a while. Nice clip, and finishes zone 3 properly.
Like, I don't know if maybe they didn't adjust their tire pressures after the practice runs today, because his practice runs seem to be fine.
Yeah, he did. Then again, it could also be the pressure, like the pressure of the competition.
I mean, Jin's been doing this for years. You would think that.
Good point.
But I mean, that's the thing that's crazy, is all it takes is one flick too hard, one flick too soft, and you're seeing zone 1 in your side view mirror instead of your rear view mirror.
Yeah, I'm trying to see here, like, okay, shoot, never mind.
Okay, now Jin's going to be taking the lead.
So here, Horino is going to have to lead a hell of a run if he wants to stay in the game, most likely, or hope for Minowa to make some major mistake, which he is not very known for doing. So Horino leading, Minowa chasing good speed and not so good of a line, very hard to chase, but Minowa does not care and stays on him and maintains a good distance into the clip and into zone 3 as well. Despite a less than ideal chase, despite a less than ideal lead run into zone 1 and 2, Minowa stayed, look, fundamentally attached, even corrected there.
Yeah.
Corrected the line. That guy, you have got to chill, he's good.
Like I feel like his tires are just too gripped up, especially in the first half of the track.
Yeah, he definitely gripped up. And here they are waiting for the judgment as we observe the scene from a Nokia 3300 camera. Well, I wouldn't call it unchaseable because he got chased. But Judge 1 goes for Minowa, Judge 2 goes for Minowa, Judge 3 goes for Minowa. And Minowa moves on to the next round of 16, and Horino is left behind.
The fans out here having fun.
Yeah, this got big. I've seen him yesterday walking around and people taking pictures, shouting.
Oh, back up is like one more time?
Oh yeah, we have the one more time for Yusuke Kusaba and Toshiki Oyo, who gave some phenomenal runs earlier, both in lead and chase, granting a non-unanimous vote from the judges for OMT. And here is the OMT with Kusaba leading first in his white 86. And well, this is gonna be a quiet run.
Oh,
no, they touched the thing.
They touched the pylon, but the lights thing. Come on. Oh, there they go.
Oh, that's a lot of lights.
Just a little bit of a delay.
So here we have an OMT of the OMT.
Just a restart of a restart. Fusco Racing. Love their colors. And a nice subdued Team Kazama. Full carbon.
That's badass. Valid start this time around, and here we go with Kusaba already getting into the zone and in speed, and OU chasing tight. Whoa, that's very tight. In the clip and out of second zone, very good, and into zone 3. The guys maintain a very similar line, and good lead and very aggressive IDGAF type of run for the chase.
It's
oof, that is cool.
Hitting all the zones. Here we go, nice drone footage. Zone 1, zone 2.
This was a really good battle, but it ain't over yet.
Out in zone 3.
I would say OU took quite a few risks staying that close, really trusted the quality of the lead run to stay that close, and it paid off because it made for some phenomenal pictures from down there, but also a very good chase run.
OU fans. And they're coming back around.
Yeah, this was a really exciting run. I agree. This was a lot of fun. Very hard to stay in the commentator, vibe, getting all excited and stuff.
It's like, I'm used to seeing carbon on the front, carbon on the back, maybe carbon doors. But, why not do it all? Carbon roof. It's got it all.
Yeah, but it looks so good.
Lining up. Thumbs up, on the light.
And here we go with what could potentially be the last round. And this time is going to be OU in the leading position in his black carbon fiber 86. And Kusaba chasing after coming back from a very nice lead run. And the lead, nice and strong. Kusaba loses a little bit of angle and line there in the chase, and OU loses a little bit of speed, but maintains a good line from the clip and into zone 3, and away they go, side by side. Na, 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 na.
Just coming out nice and deep into zone 1, switching back, nice and deep into zone 2. Hit the inner clip right where you needed to transition to the outside of zone 3. Then now they're going to be focusing on Kusaba to see if he straightened or
nice angle there. Yep, it was a very good run for the lead in both cases. I think that Kusaba, or was it OU? Oh my God, I got them mixed up. Anyway, the carbon fiber 86 not lost, but maybe decided to apply a little less speed. But other than that, he stayed smooth. Really strong runs. This is not going to be easy for the judges, or I was wrong because they called it already. And here we go. We didn't even get to see the ancient camera. And Judge 1 votes in favor of OU, Judge 2 votes in favor of OU, and Judge 3 votes in favor of OU, who moves on to the round of 16, which we are going to be watching today in just a few hours.
Tim Kazama's very happy. I heard fans out here clapping.
Indeed.
Oh, they love it.
I would have to agree he was slightly off, but then again, it was also because we noticed that because it was such good runs that a minimal mistake actually stands out significantly more. But that is the end for that chapter. We're now moving forward. We're moving on with
lead,
go ahead.
Lead driver Yukio Matsui with M2 Evolution. Chase Mao Yamanaka with Good Ride Motorsports. Off to a good start. Matsui's out nice into zone 1, switch back, bring it through zone 2, a little waiver, and then a clip, and bring it out to zone 3.
That was close. That M2 was just tattooing the A90 was tattooing the M2's tire. Look, wait. That. Boom, look there.
Beautiful drone footage, bring it around. We'll see a nice close.
That is so cool. Do it again.
Now they're coming back around.
That was such a cool freaking chase. Very good lead run as well. The chase got me all giddy though.
Mao doing
that is some nice aggressive looking A90.
I know.
Coming back to the start point to switch positions, and now we're gonna have Yamanaka leading and Matsui chasing.
Throwing the windshield wipers on just for the fun of it. Look,
you never know when you may need them.
They work. See, look, just quick test. Oh, in the pits with OU. And back to the line.
Daigo has not run yet, but Yamanaka and Matsui are about to run their second run with Yamanaka's A90 leading and Matsui's M2 chasing. And away they go. Yamanaka is leaving it all on the track, going with nice speed on a very good line. But Matsui is not leaving his side, except here there's a little bit of distance from clip into zone 3. Matsui managed to stay very close to Yamanaka through zone 1 and zone 2. Loses a little bit of space going into the clip and into zone 3. Here is where we see a little bit of a
just
gap
from
being
the
formed.
inner clip to zone 3.
Yeah.
He was able to get a little bit more speed through the clip to be able
And
to pull away.
he did a good job. I mean, the lead Yamanaka did a good job on the clip as well. I would say that all in all, it was a very good lead run. And a definitely more than respectable chase. So now it's up to the judges to decide which one was the best combination.
It's so tough, especially when you have such great lead run and chases.
Yeah.
So what do you guys think?
The judgment is really, really fast, so much so that it cuts the flip phone camera really, really quickly. Judge 1 goes to Yamanaka, Judge 2 goes to Yamanaka, and Judge 3 goes to Yamanaka, having Yamanaka's A90 move on to the next round as Matsui and his M2 are left behind in the top 32.
Oh, they're going to be painting up the lines, bringing the
and now,
police van on.
Yep, a little bit of a break for the track as the lines are repainted, and here we go with the A-Team, the A-Team van of Formula Drift Japan.
Yeah, they're doing an interview, but having a little bit of sound issues right now.
Yeah, I can't hear the interview either, but I'm pretty sure they're saying some really cool stuff. Tell the judge to say his nationality. Hashtag what's that mean? Go get your drinks, go get your snacks, go rest. your weary eyes for just a little bit, because we're gonna be back with the second part of top 32. Can you call them knockoff rounds?
You can call it knockout round.
Knockout rounds, I mean?
Yeah.
Not knockoff, I'm sorry.
Yeah, knockoff.
English is not my first language, shush.
But yeah, it's we're going to be coming up to the right half of the top 32 bracket.
Right. Who was it that was having some issues that we were hoping would be resolved by now?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
He should be the fourth battle, so hopefully everything's good. It's the FD.
We still have a few runs left to get into the top 16, and we will resolve the top 16 later today, guys. So remember, after this stream, I did not go anywhere, because we're going to be back here in the afternoon with you guys, watching the top 16 go at each other until one comes out on top. The best runs from yesterday, the solo runs, were Yukio's, if I remember correctly, with 95, Saito with, if I remember correctly, 93, and then there was a 90 somewhere that I don't remember because I'm senile.
Oh, Drift Squid. He won this match or battle a little earlier today. He will be against Fausto in the top 16.
Yes, yeah. That's going to be a really nice. That's going to be a really nice tandem to see.
いい走りでした。一言お願いします。
ちょっともうワンモアとかちょっとやめてほしいです緊張しすぎて、もう今もずっと手震えてるんですけど、もうやりたくないですねトップ16はもうちょっとお腹いっぱいっていうぐらい、まあけど自分的には徐々にいい走りできてきたかなっていうところで、草場選手もすごいこういい走りしてくれたんで、僕も学びながらついていかせていけたっていう感じでした。まあけど本当に良かったです。はい。
And of course he's very happy with the results.
この後も頑張ってください。
頑張ります。
I'll do my best.
もうやりたくないです。もうやりたくないです。頑張りたくない。
No more one more times. It is a mental game sometimes too. That's true. Like when you think you're done, and when you know, your body and mind are set up to take a rest. No matter what happens, you are done for the time being, and then you hear that you have to go again, and everything starts again. All that wave of emotions comes back at you. I don't know, man. It could do a person wrong sometimes.
I mean, one of the trickiest things too, especially when you're drifting, when you put down what you think is your best run.
Yeah, that's true.
And then it's like
one more time. How am I gonna replicate that?
Oh man, like I thought that last one was my best run.
Yeah, but the man did it, man. The man did it. He brought it. He thought he would leave it at home, but then he thought he might need it, so he brought it.
Just going to have to do the same or better.
Yeah, and I don't know if he did better, but he definitely did do really good. He did do really well. And here we are in the warm-up with, is that Takahashi and Nyan?
Yep.
Yes, indeed. Takahashi with another E92. And Nyan with a JZX 100.
Takahashi with TMS Racing Team, and Nyan with Team Kazama with Power Vehicles.
These are some mean looking cars, dude. Angry cars just look better.
Yeah.
They just do. I have some appreciation for cute, I have some appreciation for classy, but mean, look at that, look at that. Like if you see that car in a dark alley, you just go, just like walk.
Just getting ready to get thumbs up.
little solitary flag down there, right by the start.
And we're off.
Takahashi is E92 leading, and Nyan's JZ X100 chasing. Takahashi goes in nice and smooth into zone 1 and zone 2. Okay lead by Nyan, stays close enough, but the angle leaves a little bit to be desired. And oh my! That is a strike as Nyan's car just goes off track and kills a cone.
That zone marker, not to be found again. Oh yeah.
Let's see from what happens here from the drone footage. Because the JZ1X had no idea where he was, and boom. There goes the cone, and nobody's hurt, most likely, so we are happy.
Now they're racing back.
Now Takahashi's lead was a very good lead. The chase could have been better, but
I think maybe he pushed a little bit coming around the inner clip, which led him to go a little bit wide. A little bit. Hit the marker.
Yeah, that cone right now is history.
Oh, I see it. It's over in the other time zone.
Yeah. Strong lead, but we're not quite done yet. Now we have Nyan's lead and Takahashi's chase, and let's see who does what.
Oh, we had the police car coming out. Your favorite?
Ah, yeah, we have one of our favorite red safety car with blue lights coming in at speed.
Oh, he's a little wide.
Meaning about 6 miles an hour. And then 15 days later, they are off track getting the cone.
He's 4 tires out. Oh, that's not good.
That's a lot of tires out. He straight up stops too. I mean, granted, they could have gotten close with the car though. Like, there was no need.
Well, it's tricky because they had to get one person had to get the cone, and the second person had to get the.
Yeah, and they placed the car straight in between, right?
Yeah.
So they could have gotten like closer to at least either one of them.
Side skirt? No, I'm good.
Well, that cone has seen better days. It's freaking demolished. And the van goes away, forcing the cone back to work despite the injuries. And we are going to be back to Takahashi and Nyan's competition to see who's going to move on to the best of 16.
Yeah, I'm with Team Kazama and Power Vehicles, and Takahashi with TMS Racing Team. Jan put down some very good runs yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
But so did Takahashi.
Indeed.
They're just waiting on the all clear. And
oh, wow, the car is still there?
Well, I think the police van dropped off the side skirt off course.
Ah, okay.
And now they're racing back to their pit spot. Okay, should be thumbs up shortly. Because I don't think they're gonna wait for him to get all the way back, are they?
What was that?
You think they're going to wait for the police van to get all the way back?
No, I mean, I think right now it could be, it would be time to go. Fausto already ran and moved on to the round of 16.
Yeah, Fausto was the first battle.
Trabajo muy duro como un... I'm not going to say that. And here they go. Lead run picks up really good speed. Nyans follows a nice line, but Takahashi stays on the chase in the clip. And in zone 3, the smoke made it damn near impossible for me to see what happened during the clip. Let me see the replay here.
Yeah, Jan's got great speed, bringing out zone 1, out nice and deep into zone 2, in a clip.
A little bit of distance gain during the clip, but then gap nicely closed during zone 3. Not the tightest run ever, but definitely a very good line. Really good speed, really good gap or lack thereof. Altogether, yup, really good chase and conservative chase. Didn't risk too much. He knows that he's right now in a favorable position. There is no reason to take massive risks. The judgment comes in a heartbeat, and let's see what the judges say. Judge 1 goes with Takahashi, Judge 2 goes with Takahashi, and Judge 3 goes with Takahashi, who moves on to the round of 16, and Shang Nian has to say goodbye to the competition.
Unfortunately, no upset for Shang Nian today. No mode breaking at all. Takahashi takes the win.
That can be only one, guys. That can be only one. Some of the best drivers are going to get knocked out. Some of the best drivers are going to lose. In fact, most of the best drivers are going to lose. There's going to be one coming out on top on this, the first round of Formula Drift Japan at Fuji Speedway. And here we go with the next one, Hamada versus Fukada, with Hamada leading.
Passionate racing with the leader tires. And Fukada chasing. Big load, SSR, Team Dunlap.
Good lead and not the best angle and not the best fit for the lead. Zone 1 and Zone 2 was good. The chase left quite a bit to be desired. We see here the lead picking up speed into Zone 1. Stays within the zone relatively deep, stays within the zone a little shallow in 2, then shallow in the clip, but in the meantime the chase run is in a whole other time zone. And yeah.
Zone 1 was great. For Chase, transitioned way too early, and that killed all the speed going into inner clip in Zone 3. Oh, that Hashinan racing banner looks pretty cool, huh?
Yeah, it did.
They're bringing it around. Just lining up again to switch positions.
Fukada definitely brought a more than decent lead. Slightly conservative, definitely not perfect, but really, really good. Definitely very well chaseable. However, the chase was not chasing.
Now in the lead, we got Itsuki Fukada, and chasing, we have Kiyofumi Hamada.
It was Hamada that was leading.
Yeah, Hamada was
leading. My bad. I mixed them up.
Thumbs up on the light.
And here we have Fukada now in the lead. Not too much speed quite yet. Picking up speed right now, and good zone 1 and zone 2. Chase pretty tight, nice clip, and a nice, very deep zone 3, but nice chase by Hamada.
Yeah, the lead was really nice coming out. Lots of speed, deep into zone 1.
Thank you for the donation, Cliff.
Deep into zone 2. Really deep going into zone 3. Washed out a little bit.
It was a good lead by Fukada. However, here after the clip, I see that she goes way too deep into zone 3, but recovers very well. Good job by Hamada staying on her tail.
And the Hashinan
through the
racing
whole run.
queen.
And here we have the first generation Game Boy camera. And the judgment coming for the run. Hamada takes judge 1 and 2, and judge 3 votes for Hamada. And Hamada moves on, and Fukada stays in the very respectable top 32.
And sometimes all it is a simple one transition a little too early.
Indeed. This was good. Was a good good run. A few unfortunate mistakes. But moving on. Right now, we already have the next contenders at the start line, Kohashi and Ikuo Saito.
Driver number 4, Masanori Kohashi, Team Orange. And driver 73, Ikuo Saito with Moti's 5X West Alta.
A90 versus GTR. Very deep. The lead back goes very deep into zone 1. A little shallow in zone 2. The 35 minutes time decides to go for a picnic all the way out of zone 1. The chase is all the way off to Narnia as the lead brings it home in the clip and zone 3.
Masanori's front tire is not touching the track on most of those transitions.
Yeah. Oof.
The Team Orange race queen.
They go back, not the best chase for Saito. Damn! It's a lot of noise.
There, a lot of the guys, especially on the way back, they try and keep scrubbing the tires to keep them warm. The judges were saying that on the first run, Saito pushed a little too hard going into zone 1.
Yeah.
And understeered straight into the straight off track.
But anyway, right now Saito is leading with the 35 and Kohashi chasing with the A90. Saito going in very aggressive into zone 1, a nice line and angle, as well as zone 2. But Kohashi has no intention of letting his side. They both touch the clip well and go into zone 3 with Saito on a good line and Kohashi hugging that 35.
Nice and deep through zone 1. Switch back nice and easy into zone 2. Inner clip is good. Kohashi's right on him the whole time.
Oof.
And out through zone 3.
That was a sexy chase.
The drone footage.
He gets closer here. He does not give a single one. Okay, I've been attacked by a dragon. What the hell is that animal? What is this creature? What the
That's a silverfish.
Don't kill it.
It's okay.
Okay, first of all, why are you so comfortable with dragons? Targaryen? What is that thing?
It's just a silverfish.
What is a silverfish?
I don't know.
Judge 1 goes for, Kohashi. Judge 2 goes for Kohashi, and Judge 3 goes for Kohashi, who moves forward. to the top 16.
And the Team Orange race queen. Oh, it looks like Oe didn't make it.
Oh, what happened there? I am missing a vehicle. The next one up, excuse me, the next one up are supposed to be Ryutaro Oe and Katsuhiro Meguro. Ryutaro Oe's RX-7 is missing right now, but you were telling me that he was having some issues early in practice, right?
Yeah, his practice run, after zone 1, the motor died.
I see.
I don't know I don't know what happened, what caused it. I was hoping to be able to get it fixed in time.
Now, this could be an easy top 16 for Katsuhiro Meguro, but we do not know for sure quite yet. Ryutaro Oe with Good Ride Motorsports and Katsuhiro Meguro with It's in Origin Labo.
Yeah, I don't know if they're doing a timeout or they've already did a retire. Oh, they're going to make him pull back and do the 5-minute clock. Fans out here, kids just having fun. It's a beautiful day, a little windy, but
oh, that's a big win.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to do the competition 5-minute timeout.
Yep.
And bring up the next guys while they're waiting.
Ooh. Wait, what do you mean he's too laid back for Formula Drift?
It looks like they're working on Oe's car right now. He's hoping that they'll be able to get it sorted in time. I feel like there's 4 hands and 6 wrenches in there.
Yeah, that's a lot of work. That's a lot of people working on that thing.
He's got 1 minute and 50.
And here's the kitchen timer that people were looking for in the chat. Oof.
They're back by the fuel cell and fuel pumps. So maybe that.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. I feel like I've heard 4 wrenches drop in about 2 seconds.
I mean, I don't know. This would be the first rotary ever repaired in 5 minutes. But we don't know for sure what happened, Hassan.
Yeah, we're not sure, but I can tell you one thing. I can hear a car in the burnout box.
Oh yeah, that's true. I do hear them. We should be moving on to the next one, but I see, Graham.
The 55 seconds.
I don't know, man. I'm used to using headphones, and I do know that when you are a headphone user and people start screaming "Holy hell" into the mic, it destroys your eardrum and has you have nightmares for like a year afterwards. I don't know. I'm not promising I'm never gonna like yell in excitement, but I'm not gonna. Well, we are not. I mean, Josh is way too mellow. We have to kind of like unmellow him.
Yeah, maybe. Cameron, yeah, I'm from North Carolina originally, so that's where this accent's coming from. But I have been in Japan for about 22 years now. Oh, now I heard
it looks like something with the fuel lines, actually.
Hopefully that's not fuel on the ground.
That's 10 seconds and counting. And I don't know, man.
her time up this.
I think that's all she wrote for Oe. And Katsuhiro Meguro moves on to the next round. Nice and easy. Didn't even have to refuel. Too bad for Oe and for us too, because we want to see these guys going at it on the track. It's always sad when you see a very good car and driver being left behind because of issues and technicalities, but
yeah, Oe was putting out some really nice runs in practice too. I was looking forward to seeing it and hearing the rotary.
Yeah, oh my God, that rotary sounded phenomenal. And oh, okay, no, don't enable me, Cameron. Well, big F in chat for Ryutaro Oe and his RX-7. See you soon. And here we go with Katsuhiro Meguro doing the parade lap. Nice and deep zone 1. Proper zone 2. Good clip, it's a little shallow. And a good conservative zone 3, but deep enough to grant him a definite win in this solo tandem. I gotta watch more American FD to understand what do you mean they yell in the mic.
When you get excited, you yell a bit, but it's. So the best thing for us is we have the mixer.
Yeah,
we can adjust
everything.
We can just
adjust it, yeah.
So like if you want to yell, I mean that's fine. I can turn yours down.
Yeah, but I mean the yelling, I'm assuming comes from excitement. It's not like something that I plan. Hey, I'm gonna yell in 15 seconds and a half. But anyway, here are Daigo Saito with Fed 5 Racing and Dr. Rubber. I'm never gonna get used to that. With AMC Racing. S14 versus A90. Saito leading as Dr. Robert chases. Saito has a good line on 1 and 2. Dr. Robert is in another track in the meantime.
I mean, it's tough. Daigo just tearing up the track.
Yeah, Daigo ran these one pretty much solo.
I think it'd be more difficult for Daigo to chase because you have all that power and all
He's
that
got
grip.
a lot of power, yeah. Well, we'll see how Daigo behaves in the chase. In the meantime, this was a good lead by Daigo and probably less than ideal chase by Dr. Rubber. Yes, I am being politically correct. Shut up.
You don't see too many S14s around now, do you?
You don't. You really don't. There were a lot of S's. I mean, S. Fudge. S chassis. I wanted to say S's as in the plural of the letter S. Fausto has run and he is in the top 16. Fausto was actually in the very first round of the day.
Thumbs up on the light.
And here we go. S14 leading, A90 chasing. Daigo is in the chase position after giving a very good lead. Pretty close there to the midline, but Saito is already attached to Dr. Rubber. Saito goes very deep. He loses it between 1 and 2. He went a little too deep into zone 1, recovers from the clip and into zone 3 as that A90 screams holy hell. coming out of zone 3.
And see, that's the tricky part. That's whenever you have to chase someone that's slower than you. It's like it's just a bunch of left foot braking, holding on that handbrake.
He recovered really well, but here in the going into zone 1 very deep, and then straightens altogether into zone 2, and then recovers the chase here into the clip, and then perfects it and gets in fact very, very close into zone 3. And that extra power actually did help him get to that position into zone 3 that made it look way, way better. But definitely less than ideal run. There is one thing though that at the very beginning I wish I could see again. In the meantime, we have the out of focus lens camera looking down at the competitors.
Is it an S14.5 when it's got an S15 front like that? Or is it S15.4 because it's a S14?
I'm not sure. I'm not going to mess this up live. We are back to the middle school tech class build camera.
Oh, 14.5.
Here we have the runs side to side, and yes, both leads were actually pretty decent. With, in my opinion, maybe Daigo's being slightly better. The chases were both on the meh side for me, although less of a meh for Daigo than what I saw from Dr. Rubber.
Oh man, that big flag! Imagine trying to hold that up in this wind.
I didn't see it.
It's a giant flag. Is that one right there?
Ah, that one. Oh boy. Oh, somebody's actually trying. Are they trying to plant it, or are they holding it up?
He's holding it up.
Why would you do that to yourself?
That's the Fat Five Racing flag.
I understand, but I mean, the judgment is out. Judge 1 goes in favor of Saito, Judge 2 goes in favor of Saito, and Judge 3 goes in favor of Saito. Saito moves on to the next round of top 16. And guys, for those of you who are asking about Summit, I do believe that you gotta watch FDJ streams more often. SM has been knocked out yesterday. He is not in the top 32.
Okay, we have Jerry Zut with Team TMS Racing with JTX and Ken Gushi with Team Kazama Chasing. Thumbs up on the light. Here we go. Getting out to full throttle early. So we're going to hold it down. Nice in zone 1, switch back zone 2. Carrying into pivot flip. And bringing it up in zone 3.
That was a good lead and a good chase. Just a little bit of gap gained between lead and chase after clip into zone 3. But all in all, this was a good run from by both. Excuse me, Ju and Gushi.
Yeah, Ken had good proximity for the most of that run.
Oh, there's a lot of smoke coming straight inside our box. That's our life now, and the cars stroll back to the starting line where they're gonna invert positions. Yeah, this was definitely a good start for both Ju and Gushi. He's going to make the judges' job harder, but that means that we're seeing a little bit more of a cooler spectacle Here is the only IS 500 in the competition. Turning around with that nice POV camera right on top for them YouTube views. And Gushi is ready to lead, and Ju is ready to chase.
Thumbs up on the light. Just have to clear the zone without hitting the cone.
And they do, and away they go. Gushi already burning a lot of rubber and going into zone 1, relatively aggressive, kind of deep. And in zone 2 also deep. Good chase so far. There's a little bit of a wiggle there going into the clip, but the gap is pretty tight into zone 3. Wow, I don't know. These were both really good runs for both drivers in both lead and chase positions.
Deep through zone 1, nice. Coming out to zone 2, inner clip really nice. And then just bringing it out to zone 3.
Very good angle here. The chase loses the angle in the clip, but recovers into zone 3, so very, very quickly, in fact.
TMS Race Queen.
Yeah, bro, this is going to be a close call regardless of what the call is. Very good run by both Jerry Ju and Ken Gushi. Waiting for judgment right now.
We got our flip phone in the sky
with a Polaroid print. Gushi gets Judge 1 and Judge 2, and Judge 3 also votes in favor of Ken Gushi. So the only IS 500 in the game stays in the game. And we have to wave goodbye to the mean E92 driven by Jerry Ju. In the meantime, Ming Ming and Luca Medley at the start line.
Car 100, Ming Ming. Mr. DIY, Team Orange in the lead position, chased by Luca Medley with Fat 5 Racing. Ming Ming on gas early, bringing it up to zone 1.
Ming Ming goes in angry. He is decisive. Very nice 1 and 2. Luca Medley left behind a little bit, especially into the cliff and into zone 3. Even more gap. Luca Medley, Luca wasn't able to stay online too much, even in the zone 1 and zone 2. Attempts a good chase, but he's a little late in the performance. Good lead.
Yeah, definitely.
By Ming Ming.
With a great lead. Just putting it down, hitting all the spots, bringing it out to the zebras. A little shallow in zone 3 though, but overall, a really good and clean line.
Indeed.
Luca just needs to tighten up a little bit going into zone 1 to set him on the lines for zone 2 and 3, and that could have been a great chase.
And here they are strolling back.
Oh, Hachiroku and a Mark II. The JZXs, I love them.
Yeah. Sorry, I got distracted by the media side of things there. Yeah, lead car was definitely a very clean run. Not a perfect run, but not something that would score quite a few points, in fact.
On the line. Thumbs up, thumbs up. on the light.
Switching positions with Medley now leading and Min Ming chasing. Mark II versus 86. Nice, flashy, colorful leaders here at Fuji Speedway on the first sunny day of the weekend. Medley has to redeem himself and goes in not too deep into zone 1, but very clean, but the chase stays on his tail, touches the clip and into zone 3, gains a little bit of space, but not enough to leave the 86 behind. All in all, a good lead. All in all, yo, that was a good chase.
Yeah, they were on power early. It's great in zone 1, zone 2, good line. In a clip, good. Bringing it up to zone 3. But Ming Ming just hanging out with him the whole time.
Nice, nice clip too. And here, nice and aggressive zone 3.
So Team Orange, Race Queen.
Very solid battle, very solid battle. And here we are with the glasses out of focus camera.
Eye in the sky.
Like far into the sky, like some other planets in the sky.
Judge 1, Ming Ming. Judge 2, Ming Ming. And Judge 3 goes with Ming Ming. Ming Ming is going to be able to go into the next round winning this battle. Weather stayed about the same. Nice cool breeze. Sun's out.
Ming Ming gets the win-win. Yes, that is factual. And now we have the last run of the top 32. Wataru Masuyama and Shang Jun Zhang.
Masuyama with Evangelion Racing and Zhang with GMS. Coffee with TMS.
Masuyama in the lead. Good lines, a little bit of timid, a little bit of an imperfect chase. Ooh, mama, never mind. Too bad. Very good start for Masuyama. But he decided to go and finish trying to unalive that cone there. It's always the same one.
Yeah, they don't like that one.
They really don't like that one.
He hit the pylon with his mirror. That's why it popped out like that.
Let me see here.
Everything looks good.
So far, so good on the lead. The chase was imperfect but decent. Here, the chase about to gain angle, and here coming out of of clip, something happened there. Like he straight up straight, and it's like it's almost like his steering wheel got away from him. Look. Ouch. I don't know. I mean, his angle was good, but I don't think he was so much that he would not. I see the car is not even moving, so there might be some machine trouble for sure. It was really weird because the car reacted as though he lost the wheel, like straight up. We'll find out.
Yeah, I don't know. Engine trouble, maybe transmission. And then his front tire just gripped up and threw him outside.
No, I don't think he was about not being able to hold it because he would be back on track right now. The car doesn't seem to move. The emergency lights are on. I don't know if it was an engine thing. He could have lost power. Like the engine may have just given in.
What do you guys think in chat?
Oh, okay, here comes the truck. So I'm going to go ahead and assume the car is not running.
Will they get the 5-minute timeout?
They're going to need a lot of 5 minutes. Wait, the 5 minutes starts in the pit though, so.
So I'm seeing a couple axles, maybe tie rods. I mean, I'm just concerned because I didn't hear the car running at all.
Oh, Robbie decided to let us commentate for this season because we're just that sexy. No, I'm joking. We're just feeling his shoes, and we are hoping to do 1/3 as good as he has consistently done throughout the years. But Robbie is not going to be commentating for FDJ, at least for these rounds, as far as I know. But he is mentoring us. We're going to do our level best. But unless something changes, Robbie's not going to be around.
Yeah, it looks like the pit's getting ready to work on it as soon as it arrives.
I want to see the truck drifting. They're missing on a huge opportunity here.
Yeah. Just getting ready to tow it. And it looks like they'll be towing it to the pits where they get the 5-minute timeout.
Yes.
Hopefully it's something easy.
And I don't know if there is any other run going on after this. Is there?
This is the last
right?
run.
So we're just going to wait it out. Wait out those 5 minutes, and then let's see Masuyama versus Jang, how it resolves. But right now, these 86 seems to be out of commission.
I don't see any parts hanging down, so that's a bonus.
What was that?
So I don't see any parts hanging down.
Yeah, definitely not, but...
Oh, they're going to be going around the long way to get into the pits.
That's a nice image right there. So cool. Where's Robbie? Just rewind the stream, man. I gotta record it. Yeah, I don't think race girls are around unless their team is.
I mean, this is the Evangelion one.
Oh, that's true though. They should be around. Yeah. You're right. That's the 0-2 one, isn't it?
Yeah. And today is the warmest day.
Yeah. In the sun is good. I think if you're in the shade, it might be a little chilly, but I like it here. I prefer the cold.
Yeah, there they go. The race queens.
And here, you summon them. Hashtag FDJ. Now, something tells me that this hashtag is going to get more attention than when we were holding it up.
Especially when we were holding it up backwards.
Yeah, when we had it like backwards and flipped. We had it all wrong in all ways.
The crowd's still waiting?
Yes, but they're not even shooting the hashtag FDJ right now. They're shooting them from behind and the distance. And there we go, hashtag FDJ.
Oh. Can you turn the hashtag upside down?
What was that?
The hashtag. Can it be upside down?
Well, technically, not really, because you have to go like this way.
Just out here having fun. I wonder if they're in the pits yet. They probably still got 10 minutes to go.
Now. They should be by now, yeah.
It's such a long track from the end of the course to the pits, though.
Do they have to go all the way around?
Yeah.
Oh, damn. Okay, yeah, that might actually take some time. So, I had to stop reading the chat. But anyway, so yes, this is the round of 32, and it's almost resolved what we are waiting for as the Hulk hunts for food is to see whether Matsuyama's and Zhang's race is going to continue or if the 86 is irreparably out of the race for today.
Yeah, hopefully it's a quick fix.
I really want to see how they go. Yeah, so I really hope that they can get back on track.
Oh, that's the restaurant that overlooks the track.
Yeah, it really does look. They did a very nice job with the design. They're very consistent. Even Fuji Speedway Hotel has a similar design.
Oh, they're almost in the pits. Looks like they're getting ready.
Yep, yep.
Getting everything out and clearing space.
Well, so far we've had quite a few very nice races, and one more time, although it was the first OMT that was not unanimous. We had 2 judges voting for OMT and 1 judge voting in favor of one of the 2. But we do have almost all our top 16 who are going to come back this afternoon or this evening, depending on what time zone you guys are in, or this morning. I don't really know. Like at some point during your time zone, but FDJ is going to let you know if you look at the channel. Everything is right there. We're going to be back later with the end of the saga of FDJ. We covered both FDJ2 and FDJ1 since Friday. FDJ2 being resolved yesterday, FDJ1 will be resolved today, and the best weather so far. Nice and windy, kind of cool, but it's sunny. Perfect conditions.
You give the judges a chance.
Now, do you want the judges or do you want the Evangelion girls to hold the sign up?
I tell you what, these guys have fun.
Yeah, they do. They do. 4 in the morning, so for you it's gonna be early in the morning. Eku's been knocked out yesterday.
Takahashi coming over holding up the sign for him, helping him out, getting them sorted.
Oh look, they're getting creative now. They have like they have the staggered ladders.
And they should be pulling into the pits shortly to start the 5-minute clock.
Yeah, these points should already be there. We'll see what happens.
Oh yeah, I think so too.
What happened?
I saw get the race queen suits for the judges.
Oh boy, that would be unique. Oh, the car is not in the pits yet, so I was wrong about that. But
here it goes.
Here it goes. Here it goes. Here comes the EVA R86 into the pits. The clock is gonna start soon, and we will see whether the race can resume or not. It could be an easy win for Zhang if Matsuyama's team doesn't figure this out very quickly.
On the plus side, the car's running.
Okay, that's a fact.
I had to play with the balance a bit to get there, but
Yeah, I feel like they may have gone around the whole track, and this is Fuji Speedway, guys. Fuji Speedway is one of the really long tracks. So if they had to go around the whole track, that's gonna take a minute. Or 11.
Or 12.
Yeah. It's running, that's a start. Pun not intended. I mean, the engine is rolling. Oh, the Hawk goes in, almost gets something. Oh boy. You missed it. That was phenomenal. Phenomenal dive by the Hawk. My man didn't even realize that his sandwich was almost gone.
Nice hunting with 2 hands.
And he hasn't hurt anybody yet. The Hawk, I mean.
Well, that we've seen. Might have carried off a couple kids. Who knows? The throttle sensor or throttle, yeah, or is it where throttle cable might go? But I wouldn't have thought that these guys are running throttle cables.
Yeah. I mean, they do have here K-car competitions and K-car drifting. Now a 16-wheeler drift competition, that would be cool. If slightly dangerous. They somehow managed to patch it up. He may be able to compete.
Ready to pull out, maybe?
What was it really? I couldn't really figure it out though.
It was the accelerator.
Oh, okay.
I'm not sure if it was linkage or.
Gotcha. All right. Now that the heat seats are installed, we can go back to the competition.
But now the tricky part is he's just got to chase and hope for the best.
Yeah, yes. And for those of you who may have forgotten because it happened when I was 16 years old, Masuyama now has to chase and Zhang has to lead.
Yeah, it looked like the accelerator or the gas pedal or whatever they call it where you're from.
Accelerator?
I mean, probably like a half dozen names for it, I guess. I grew up with it being called the gas pedal.
Ah, yeah. That's fine. People still would understand.
Now, this is one of them really nice cameras you like.
Ah, yeah. Now it's actually moving. So that's like an Apache helicopter camera.
Oh, you mean he can focus?
Well, yeah, they're usually pretty shitty. They're not really designed for definition.
It's like you're pulling up to the warm-up boxes.
The vroom vroom pedal. The whee! Pedal d'accélérateur. That is some fancy way of saying it. Can't brake pedal. The go 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 pedal.
and pulling back up to the line. And in the lead, we have Shinjung Chang with GMS Coffee and TMS. And in the chase, we have Wataru Masuyama with Evangelion Racing.
That's a nice looking car. 6 livery. I really like how they stayed almost true to the characters, trying to maintain some sort of Eva look. And here we go. Now we're gonna resolve, hopefully, the last top 32 competition, and a very nice lead. And Masuyama stays close for the chase all the way through zone 3.
That was such a great chase.
Good lead. Zone 1 and zone 2, and that's where Masuyama really finds his pace, mirrors and stays glued to Zhang, going through zone 2, clip, and zone 3. Now we just have to wait for the judges.
It was nice and deep through zone 1. Into zone 2 was beautiful, Todd.
Yeah, it wasn't bad at all. And here we go with the cheap cameras that you can buy at Costco for home security. And the judgment call. Dun, dun, dun. Judge 1 goes for Zhang, Judge 2 goes for Zhang, and Judge 3 goes for Zhang, who moves on to the round of 16, effectively closing this first session of FDJ1, best of 32, now best of 16. And the people who moved on are Yukio, Fausto, Jake Jones, Koichi Yamashita, Toshiki Oyu, Connor Ja, Ryuma, Hiroya Minowa, Mao Yamanaka, Kazumi Takahashi, Kiyofumi Hamada, Masanori Kohashi, Katsuhiro Meguro, Daigo Saito, Ken Gushi, Ming Ming, and Shang Jun Zhang. Say hello to Mount Fuji. And see you guys in a few hours with the top 16 of round 1 of FDJ1 from Fuji International Speedway, one of my all-time favorite tracks. And in the meantime, guys, this was Lucho and Josh. See you guys later. Stay safe, stay hydrated, stay rested. Don't make your parents angry. And see you very soon.
Yep. Just a couple more hours and we'll be on to the top 16 to the final one. See you guys soon, guys.
Bluetooth 搭載 G-SHOCK カシオ
The brightness called brilliant, blinding and vivid. Valentine.
雨の日の運転って心配ですよね。
いざという時によりちゃんと止まれるタイヤといえば
横浜タイヤでしょ。
晴れの日の約4倍も事故が多い雨の運転。 横浜タイヤならより安心。
タイヤは雨で選ぼう。横浜タイヤ。
追い求めれば求めるほど遠ざかる時もある。でも理想に追いつけるのは自分だけだ。池江璃花子は横浜ゴムと世界に挑戦する。限界はない。行くぞ横浜。
MID ホイール Are you ready everybody MID ホイールダンディムーディ MID ホイールキャンディーフレンディホイールは MID
究極の静かさと安全性。オンロードオフロード、世界中で活躍するケンダ。その信頼を支える静音性、安定性と対摩耗性。世界が認めた技術と信頼を街乗りである。高品質と納得の価格、タイヤのポテンシャルをあなたに。ケンダ。
Ultimate lubricant. Mortis.
What's up, guys? It's Frederick Gospo, and I use RSR suspension on all my drift cars. I love RSR. Iyo RSR Ichiban.
Made in Japan. Breed.
In a world of extremes, this is where they're refined. The real deal. Cusco.
伝統と革新、小倉クラッチのテクノロジーを凝縮。チャンピオンを取るためのクラッチ、小倉レーシングクラッチ ORC。
From an early age, we race. It's part of who we are. It's in our DNA. For some, the need to keep pushing fuels our lives. At VP Racing, we pour everything we have into creating the industry's best products. For those who put it all on the line, whether it's the track or the trail or wherever you race, they say you can't win them all, but you can sure as hell try. VP Racing. Win every race.